So in today's video, I am going to be showcasing a Super Saiyan Goku Black. Almost said Super Saiyan Rose. I'm just so used to saying it because that is his main form in the actual anime. Granted, he does have it in the manga, which is kind of dope. Would have been cool to see it, at least briefly, in the anime, but it just didn't happen. But you know what? It is what it is. And of course, this is a reskin. That is something I do want to point out. I did one with Super Saiyan God Vegito, and a lot of you love that. So, if you guys want me to keep them coming, I will. I don't really have any plan at the moment, but this one was given to me by Mai, so a big shout out to Mai. We'll leave his Twitter in the comment section and description down below. Well, either one. And I'm gonna... Should I keep Kefla around? You know what, let's keep Kefla around, just because she did come out today on the global version of the game. But it's a cool looking card, and I think Mai did a pretty good job of it. Haven't used it just yet. He does have several potential system buffs, 73% in the potential system. Let's go ahead and test it out and just see how it looks. And again, like I said, if you do want to see more videos like this, just let me know. You know what? I think from now on, when it comes to these particular videos, I'm going to be setting a like goal, just because it encourages you to kind of not necessarily be more interactive, but like it just gives me an idea of the type of content that you want to see more. So if we get to, let's say, 600 likes on this particular video, I will do another one. And I don't know what that other one's going to be, but I'll think it through. I mean, again, I'm not the one that's making them. It's Mai entirely. Because the Super Sack animation was done by Almighty. And it just depends on... I mean, technically I could change L of Vegito into Vegito Blue, so... That could be a possibility. That would actually be dope. Okay, so I think I have my next projects in mind, maybe. So... I'm actually going to put the LR here. But I have to say, you will see the aura now. See, and I think it looks good, okay? It's just, it has too orange, but you know what? I still appreciate you. It still looks great. You know what? You do what you can. And that's all you can, like, you just appreciate the effort. You know, whenever someone does what they can, you just appreciate what they, you know, for all I know, that's the best that he could do, and I still think it looks great. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like criticizing it or anything, but I don't think that it's like right on there when it comes to the tone of the color. It still looks great. It's a great looking reskin. Okay, now let's move on to the next stage, and I wonder, I don't think he did. I was thinking maybe did he change the unawakened super attack? Of course, the unawakened super attack is the Divine Lasso. It would have been cool to see that as a Super Saiyan, but if there was a particular scene in the anime where I think him being Super Saiyan would have been cool, is right after he has his fight with Goku in the present timeline, and he comes back to the, you know, the future timeline. He's all hurt. He gets up, he does the whole Goku stance thing, and you can see that he is adapting to Goku's power. He goes Super Saiyan, he, like, destroys a building or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, okay, this man can go Super Saiyan now, because he adapted to Goku's power. And that's, like, one thing that I feel a lot of people overlook when it comes to Super Saiyan Rose. The reason why he is able to obtain a transformation is because he managed to fully tap into Goku's power. And I know it's kind of common knowledge at that point, but there are a few southern people. Regardless, well, let's go ahead and grab these with Ella Black and Zamasu. This team is so much fun to run. Yeah, you know what? Having this particular Vegito as Ella Vegito Blue would actually be so dope. I think we could actually change the background of the card as well. I'd change it to like a what do you call it? A future timeline. Like S kind of background, that would be sick. So something like the Future Trunks, the Tech Future Trunks has a great background. The Ella Black and Zamasu background. You know, there are just so many possibilities for great backgrounds when it comes to a potential reskin. You just saw it right there, and you've seen it again right now. Having that as a background would be dope, and I'll shit my mic, I do apologize. And we get the additional super attack. Okay, that's dope. Okay, so far so good, I want to say. And that should take him out. There we go, we get the crit as well. I kind of want to check how much time I am into this, because I don't want this running too long, but then again, you know, don't want it being too short. And now I'm gonna take on a Mega Shenron. So, a lot of people have advised me when it comes to the times I should be uploading, and I think I've kind of made this decision, and I think it's the best possible thing to do. I think that from now on, my main Dokkan video is going to be uploaded at 4 PM GMT. that is 11 a.m. EST. And when it comes to PST, I think that is 9 a.m. So it's relatively early, but again, it's just the best time for everyone, I feel. It's not to say that I won't upload another Dokkan video, because I will, but I think just for the sake of people knowing when I'm actually going to upload, and just being like, okay, I know that this person's going to upload at this time, this person's going to upload at that time. People just have a better understanding and know when to come to our channels, essentially, because Dino has been doing that for such a long time. Everyone knows that he uploads at like 12 PST or 10 PST. So that's what I'm kind of going for. Obviously, I can't exactly say what time the other videos are going to upload, because I'm trying to do a lot more things now, because I implemented Fortnite to the channel, or I started at the very least, and then fighters here and there. So we have several things going, which is dope. I'm definitely going to start mixing that up a little bit more. And we have Attack on Titan, which I am very, very excited for, because I absolutely love that anime / manga. To be honest, in my eyes, the manga it's one of the greatest things I've ever read. It's so good. And speaking about the Attack on Titan manga, it should be, on each chapter should almost be out, and that last chapter was straight fire, okay? Like, it's kind of sad to see it go down that way, and basically what I mean by that is the fact that you can tell it's coming to an end. And whilst it's dope that, you know, we're getting all these cool moments, it's kind of like, I don't want it to end, but you know what? It was a great series while it lasted, and it is inevitably going to go down as a classic. And when people look back on it, people are going to be like, okay, this was easily one of the greatest anime I've ever seen. In my opinion, I mean, it depends on your perspective. Obviously, everyone has a different opinion, but in my opinion, it is easily one of the greatest anime I've personally ever seen. Granted, I haven't seen that many, but it's like, it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. But I feel like a few people are kind of put off by the first season, when it kind of makes sense. But once you move on to the second season and even beyond that, it's so good. It is so damn good. And I know that a lot of people don't exactly like the well, I think the best way of putting this is that people kind of prefer action more than like the political stuff, and that completely makes sense. But I'm a big fan of all the political stuff. I mean, I watch Game of Thrones, so that is another reason. It's not even the political stuff. It's more the fact that I just enjoy the interactions and conversations that certain characters have with each other. Which is any character in general. As long as the conversation is entertaining, the story is moving along, you can understand everything. Everything makes sense. You understand why certain things are happening. And it's like, okay, you know, I'll take a bit of downtime. And there we go. Finally, a super attack with Vegeta Blue. And Kefla is such a dope unit. I wish he would receive an awakening. And I'm actually going to check the news after this video, because they generally tend to update a few things around this time, because I believe this is the not login time, but this is the time when the events change. So I'm hoping that something popping up in the news that maybe gives us an indicator that UI Goku is coming to Dokkan, or the awakening at the very least, because I'm pretty certain that something's going to pop up. My boy Truth, he has a very strong belief that the awakening for Ultra Instinct Goku is coming, which I'm completely happy with, because I already have him. I may not summon for him again, but I will most likely go ahead, well, I will 100% go ahead and awaken him if his event does indeed come along. But until then, we shall see, because it's been about a month since the Dokkan Fest started for the 3rd year anniversary, so we're about due for another one. And it's very interesting to see how they've handled this new year, because we went like the entirety of January with like basically nothing. And now we basically went for the entirety of... For some reason, I thought I'd have Rosemar in this rotation. And in this particular... Well, in February, we basically had nothing either. Granted, we had the legendary rare banners, but it's like... Yeah, okay, that's cool. But it's not a Dokkan Fest. And the banners are so bad. The banners are so bad. I don't know if it's just me, but the banners have been straight up trash for me. I didn't manage to pull the Trunks. From Trunks' banner, I've got an Ella Black and an Ella Martin Vegeta. And I think I've got 2 Ella Martin Vegetas, actually. But yeah, the point is, I did not get the trunks in what I thought would be an easy attempt. LR Gohan is out now. I don't have LR Gohan, but I'm not going to go for LR Gohan. So, you know what? It will happen eventually. And, of course, this is a terrible... Well, it's not a bad rotation, but I kind of want to get him paired up with Vegito here just for Fist Battle and Super Saiyan. Well, I mean, Kefla has Super Saiyan, of course, but let's put off with Dokkan mode and finish off Omega here. You know what? Let's go all out and give him even more attack increases from the Bulma. That's 20%. And then we have another 25%. And then I think I'm going to give him yet another 25% with the Bulma item. Okay, we are going out with a big one. We have a Dokkan mode, and the attack stat is... Did that even work? I don't even think that worked. I legit don't think that even worked. It's whatever. Here we go. And that... Yeah. That's better looking Aura. I'm sorry, my... Okay, 1, 2... Oh, okay, you know what? We got more than 50% of the Dokkan mode button things clicked, so I'll take it. Attack stat 2.1 million. Right, that is dope. But can we pull off the crit? Here we go. Oh, he actually does look good at the Super Saiyan. It would have been dope to see it for like a second at least. Right, well, there we go. We have been going for around 12 minutes. So, you know what, screw it. Let's go ahead and take out the Gohan event. But if you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you. And of course, if you have been enjoying this particular video and you want to see more videos like this in the future, let's get to that 600 likes. And just, yeah, just have fun with these reskins. It's always cool to see what people in the community can come up with. Because I did see a few things like this before, but I never really knew how to get my hands on it. So now that I'm actually capable of using something like this, it's dope. Okay, here we go. How hard is this going to hit? 1.5 mil. Okay, straight one shot. And now we have the physical stage, tech stage, and an STR. This one shouldn't take us too long. Especially because he doesn't lock us in place. Man, it actually kind of sucks that Vegito Blue doesn't have prepared for battle. That is a major, like, letdown when it comes to the card. Over in the Flash is cool, but when it comes to this particular team, not that many units share it, which is one of the reasons why the physical Vegito Blue with more potential system buffs is better than the tech Vegito Blue. Granted, overall, he is not that... it's not that he isn't as good, but he isn't as good. He's not... I don't know where I was going at. He isn't... the physical Vegito Blue isn't as good as the tech Vegito Blue, but having the prepare for battle link and over in the Flash, as well as, you know, the ability to counter and such at a high dupe level when the tech one doesn't have that many dupes in him, it does make the physical one a bit better. Okay, now we have this in-type stage. Should be fine. Okay, I don't think we are going to take him out here, but who knows? Maybe if my LR finally manages to get a crit, because he legit never gets the crit to go off. Okay, I mean, the attack stat is definitely there. Come on now. 1.2 mil. I mean, we still have LR Black, so it could be enough. I mean, we have Kefla at the end as well, but my LR Black didn't even get attacked once. Let's have to get the crit to go off. And no crit. You know what? It's fine. I can get... I will... You know what? I'll stick it out. I will stay in this particular stage for one more rotation. Kind of wish I wanted... I kind of wanted to finish it off with... Oh, okay. I see you. Cleave forward and dodge. I wanted to see Goku Black take out Ultimate Gohan. And it's still a possibility. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know how likely it is. And we are not going to transform. We are nowhere near. I'm pretty sure that we are at the 6 turns. But when it comes to the health, we are nowhere near. Like halfway to the health requirement. And it's never going to happen with LR Black constantly healing. Okay, and now we have the SDR stage. And this is going to be the last stage that I do take on. Oh, okay. He actually benefited me there. So I'll grab these. And that is an ultimate attack, I believe. And then... You know what? It's Vegito Blue. If we're lucky enough, we can get multiple super attacks with his passive. So it is what it is. Now what is this going to do? Okay, 868k. That's a decent start. What about the LR? Oh, that is like... The attack stat is almost double. Come on now. Oh yeah, I hear you guys. That is one thing I forgot to mention. I hear you guys. After the whole Kale, like, what do you call it? After the whole Kale thing, I think you guys kind of don't want me to do any more of the barber shopping stuff. So I will still do the Dokkan event challenges, don't get me wrong. But I just won't put that on the line. I need to think of something else, but I hear you. I hear you. I mean, some of you liked it, some of you didn't. It's 50-50, I think. And we are actually going to finish this off with Super Saiyan Rise Goku Black. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. Again, like I said, if you want to see more like this in the future, let's get to that 600 like goal. And I'll do my very best to get in touch with Maya and maybe a few other guys just to see what I can come up with for a video for you guys. But again, go check out my in the description down below. I'm going to finish it off with Goku Black. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day as always, and I will see you all in the next one.